Morning. Thank you. My name is Steve Black. He, him, his pronouns. And I had the great fortune years ago working with the senior high youth group, so it's a real privilege to watch these kids, young adults, deliver today. It was so much fun. You did a great job. I'm also a perpetual visitor, a lot like Jeff, if you could put the slide up for me. My buddy James Garner up here, although he is much better looking and much funnier. So, since we're talking so much about money here the last couple of weeks, and it's a thing, right? We have a little cartoon for you. And here you go. So, it's a little fuzzy, but the gist is the $100 bill had a great life. The dollar bill just went to church. And the $100 bill has no idea what church is. So if we go on to our next slide, I like working out of definitions. So we're going to start with a couple up on the screen here. And just talking about what stewardship is. Okay? There's some little nuggets here, right? Some little pieces. But we're not really yet at a common definition that really works for me. So we'll try one more trusted source here if we can. Oh, yeah, not the hackers. Russian hackers, I'm sure of it. Anyway, I'll work with this though. Stewardship, talks about it being an ethic that embodies taking care of things, right? Theologically speaking, it's preserving God's creation. I kind of struggle with that aspect of it, but I'm definitely down with the ethic. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more here. Oops, there we go. A couple questions for the group here. How many of you are first year or first time Unitarians? Just raise your hand. A couple? 3? All right, welcome. You had a unique service here today. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to welcome you to this faith. How many are visitors today? All right, very unique service. We get the privilege of seeing this once a year, and it changes every year with the makeup of the kids in the group. So thank you for visiting. Hang out with us for a cup of coffee. That's as close to a sacrament as we get here for Unitarians. But we would love to meet you afterwards. Second generation UUs? So your parents were Unitarian Universalists? A few. Okay. A few. All right. Any third gens aside from this kid? Right? Oh, one. All right. My kind of person. Wow. All right. Good deal. Any fourth gens? Wow. Woo. All right. So my son is also a fourth generation. I wish he was here, but he's off living his life, which, is fantastic. He's living with his longtime girlfriend in the D.C. area, working to certify green rating systems for buildings. So he's saving the world here. It was a privilege to watch him grow up in senior high youth group, to go from just being a participant early on to becoming a leader within that group, and then becoming a leader within the greater Con community as he became a member of NACI. So when I think about what that meant, I don't know how you put a price on that, right? It's priceless. So I'm going to chalk that up as an unbelievable return on pledging. All right? Can't speak enough to that. Let's see here. Parents in the room? All right, lots of parents, good. Your grades are kind of deferred, aren't they? It's like taking that college course and getting that deferred grade, because you really don't know how you did until you see how your kids turn out, or your grandkids turn out. So, based on that, Virginia, Carlin, Merle, and Carol all get A's, because Travis is awesome and doing great. All right, so just for the record on that. From the little definition earlier, as a UU, raised UU, we always were taught to make things better than you found them, right? We go out on hikes, you end up inevitably packing out your own stuff and whatever you found on the trail, right? That's just the way we were. And then from the little exercise that we did earlier with the definitions, I kind of choose to take a little bit out of each one of those and make it my own. Sounds a lot like our faith practice here, doesn't it? So, wonder where that came from. Next slide, Jeff. I'm borrowing this slogan, just do it. Whatever it has meaning for you in this community, right? If it's writing a check, great. If it's leading an RE class, fantastic. If it's supporting a fellow congregant who's struggling through a life issue, wonderful, right? Whatever those it things are for you, just do them. It's inspirational to me. And here at Countryside, I do my best to try and keep the rain out, try to keep the energy bills down as best we can in this interesting environment we've been living in. And towards that end, this community's done a lot of things to try and work on that. We have solar panels on this end of the building. I look forward to the day when we're able to replace the roof on the far side. More solar panels, become self-supporting in that aspect. The stormwater, everybody was excited about the parking lot. It flows through all these bioswales to get out, right? So a lot of the water recharges into the ground before it goes off-site. So that's pretty awesome. Someday we may even get to the point where we got car chargers out in the lot. That'd be pretty cool for all these electric cars that are running around now. What I really love is seeing this congregation fully engaged, each member doing what they can, right? Giving what they can based on where they are in their life, what path they're on, and really not worrying too much about what so-and-so is giving, who this person is doing, right? We're all just doing the best we can. Who's pledged what? And if we go to the next slide, each of those seemingly small acts build resilience as we support each other. It's been cool for me. I've been privileged and really fortunate to be a part of some winning teams in much of my life. And the thing about winning teams is they support each other while holding each other accountable. And the family, group, team, congregation, society, planet, universe is so much stronger and resilient than any one of us as long as we look out for and support one another. So, and make things at least as good, or leave things at least as good, if not better, than the way you found them. So, last slide here, because I'm between you and offering, and then cake. So, we used to practice these every week, and 6 and 7 are really the ones that hold the most meaning for me, right? The goal of world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all, and respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are part. This is what stewardship means to me. It's why we're fortunate to be able to kick up our pledge again this year. And it's really just from the fact that we looked at what we're able to do, not because somebody asked us to. Sure, there's a little bit of that, but it's what can we do, right? I talked about the return. I can't put a price on that. And so we're going to do the best we can. So we're really fortunate to do that. And to me, this community is worth those investments. Thank you.